This is Taking Stock on Bloomberg. I'm Pimm Fox. All right, Bloomberg News broke the story. Goldman Sachs facing subpoenas seeking information about the firm's activities leading up to the financial crisis. My next guest says that is just the beginning. The bank is about to be embroiled in a two-front legal war, fighting the feds and lawyers from bankrupt Wall Street rival Lehman Brothers. Here to explain all this, Pacchia. He's a legal analyst and host of Bloomberg Law on Demand. Good to have you with us, Lee. Thanks so much for joining us.
Happy Donut Day.
Happy Donut Day. Yeah, I think that's probably the nicest thing you can think of when you're considering what's going on in Wall Street right now, as if Goldman Sachs did not have enough to deal with. Explain what's happening with the lawyers from Lehman Brothers, the bankruptcy proceeding. They're looking for some deep pockets.
Right. Well, we were talking about this with Bill Rochelle, my co-host for the bankruptcy podcast we do over at Bloomberg Law. And Lehman Brothers has been embroiled in this battle that's been going on for over a year. They subpoenaed Goldman Sachs in April 2010, looking for certain documents related to rumors and short selling that Goldman Sachs's proprietary trading desk might have been involved in. Goldman Sachs has negotiated a settlement with Kasowitz, the attorneys representing Lehman Brothers in this particular instance of the bankruptcy case, and they are now filing another motion, I think it was 2 days ago, saying effectively that Goldman's been too slow in providing this information, and they're asking the bankruptcy judge to hurry them up.
But if Goldman, but I don't understand it, but if Goldman already settled with the legal representation of Lehman Brothers
to provide what they were looking for, they wanted emails and instant messages from, I believe, 37 custodians on the proprietary trading desk in London. They've been able to search, according to Goldman, about 11 of them. This isn't necessarily a difficult task, so Kasowitz is saying, hurry up. They're asking Judge Peck in the Southern District of New York in bankruptcy court to order Goldman to produce everything in 2 weeks. It's going to be argued on June 15th in the Southern District of Manhattan or New York, and we'll have to see what the judge says. That's really going to be quite a toss-up.
What are the lawyers for Lehman Brothers? And we have to make it clear, right? The Lehman Brothers is already in bankruptcy, so they're just trying to recover money at this point.
Right.
For the creditors.
Well, they're trying, yes, and they're trying to collect ammunition to come up with claims against Goldman Sachs, effectively trying to figure out if there's any money to fight over. So this is just simply about getting information at this point. No one said that Goldman did anything wrong necessarily, but it is a protracted battle, and it certainly lends a different perspective to the subpoena that we saw from District Attorney Cy Vance earlier this week. They're engaged in a two-front war. There are also rumors of the Department of Justice, the federal prosecutors, might be preparing a criminal probe against Goldman Sachs as well. All on different issues, but the net effect, Goldman's going to be very busy fighting these three inquiries.
Is it possible that there are going to be even more inquiries, more lawsuits brought against Goldman Sachs? Because, all right, Lehman Brothers, it went bankrupt. They're not blaming the bankruptcy on Lehman Brothers, on Goldman Sachs. But maybe a lot of other customers or counterparties can make a case and say, you know what, we lost some money, it hurt our business, we're going to bring a lawsuit, we want these documents too.
Right. Well, remember back to 2008, during the height of the credit crisis, Dick Fold was out there saying that short selling and negative rumors on the market were quickening the downward spiral that Lehman was finding itself in. This goes back to that. The net effect of all this, we're going to be potentially looking at some internal communications from Goldman Sachs, emails and instant messages that were bandied about between employees at Goldman Sachs when the world was absolutely melting. Think of what everything was happening in 2008.
Right. You don't necessarily want all of your emails and all of your conversations made public because, I mean, a lot of people were scared.
Absolutely. And the thing about probes, they tend to creep. So while we might be looking at narrow scope of inquiry at this point, who's to say where it's going to end?
All right, last question for you. I know you're a legal analyst. I know you got the Bloomberg Law on Demand. There's the law of the courts and there's the law of public opinion.
Right.
What's the status? Who's winning? Who's losing there now?
Well, it seems to me that public opinion is driving this. Arthur Levitt was on Bloomberg Television earlier today, and he was talking about this anti-business wave of populism that seems to be almost demanding inquiries. We'll have to see where it goes.
Pacchia, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Bloomberg Law.